Hello everyone, welcome back to WB Blacksmithing. Today, for one, I have 500 subscribers now, which is either happened today or in the past few days or so. But I had this awesome idea for a 500 subscriber video to do with my first anvil, technically, which is just a Harbor Freight anvil. And I was just on Facebook on one of the blacksmith groups, and somebody mentioned how they broke their Harbor Freight anvil in the first 3 days of having it. They said they broke the horn off. Quality control with these might not be the best. I'm not sure where they're made specifically, like in the specific foundry, or who they're actually made by. But some of them could differ. I'm not saying that it's impossible to break them with normal use or beat them down, because really it is pretty easy to dent them and eventually just completely basically have a dish bowl swage out of it. I'm just gonna see if I can break mine, and maybe it'll be some indication of how durable these are in their rough structural sense. Alrighty, so I decided I'm going to use different sizes of hammers and kind of work my way up. So I'll show you the hammers that I use. This is where it's going to sit for now, maybe until I start using a sledge. But here's the first hammer. This is, I believe, it's 32 ounce hammer. It's the normal ball peen. It's got probably an 18-inch handle on it. Probably. Definitely not a 14 like I usually like, but we'll see how it works and hit it in different locations and see if it breaks it all. And I'm going to be hitting them basically as hard as I can. So oh shoot, that was not as hard as I thought. Huh. Boom. Wow. Guess we'll see if we can get the horn then with a larger hammer. What did it take? 4 hits on the edge here, back at the heel, and a couple right here to knock this off. I'm going to go to my 3-pounder. It's a Wahlberg forged hammer. Well, alright, so far I'm actually surprised that broke so easily. It's not quite as structurally sound whenever you're beating on it, literally just right on it with a hammer and no hot steel. So now I've got the 8-pound sledgehammer that I use for normal work usually. There you go. What was that, 3 hits? The results were very surprising to me. And it actually broke where the face and the sort of step meet. Doesn't look like there's any voids actually in that, really. Well, actually, I'm going to beat on the middle here and see if anything happens with the sledge. I don't imagine it will, because that's quite a bit more mass, and there's mass underneath the hammer, unlike in the horn and the heel. So I guess we'll see real quick. Alright guys, so anyways, as you can see, it is true that these actually do break apart relatively easily. However, I still stand behind my experience anyways, that it will still make a pretty good beginner anvil. Obviously, since I've begun forging, I have developed much harder of a hammer swing and much more accurate to hit it in the right locations to break it, which doesn't really matter because if you're forging on it, you're going to hit it all over. But you're not really going to be hitting it that hard directly ever. And if you do, then you kind of need to work on hitting your steel and not the anvil anyways before you get a really good expensive one. I'm going to put this on the log again and see if I can break off chunks of this center section with the smaller hammers because I didn't try that. Alright, we're going to try to break this with the different sizes of small hammers again. And if you're going to do this at home for whatever reason, be careful because these chunks flying off could hit you. Smaller ones could get embedded in your legs and stuff. Not a very good thing. Larger ones could just hit you with quite a bit of blunt force or even cut you with jagged edges. So just be careful. And also, something worth mentioning, I wouldn't mind doing this with one of my anvils that are the WB Blacksmithing brand anvils. Just to see. I really trust in the quality and strength of the anvils that I have, because I've had videos forging with even sledgehammers double-handed on those anvils. So nothing really. If I kept hitting, then I'm sure pieces would break off. I mean, eventually. There's a chunk here about to break off. There you go. So really, what that shows us is it's possible to break them. Mostly if you're trying to. And it's relatively easy. But I still say, under normal, like light, beginner type work use, you'll be fine. Mine was fine for so long, and now I'm just going to save it. Probably, since I did the testing on that center section too and broke it a bit, I'll probably just use it for bookends. I'd like to do this test with one of my WB Blacksmithing brand anvils, like I said. Someday. Not in a hurry, because I should probably get the anvils really started up and more popular before I go and keep too many, because this one is my girlfriend's. She's used it quite a bit. And I've used it quite a bit. I want to get her a new stand made. Maybe fabricated heavy steel one with sand in the legs. Probably lagged to the ground somehow. Giant nails or something. So it doesn't skip around. And we're getting ready for the blacksmithing event in Reynoldsville. I just wanted to do this for the 500 subscriber. I had the video idea. I thought people would like it. So yeah, she's getting ready and I'm getting ready. Forging some stuff. I don't have too much made yet, honestly. So I'm kind of going to rush to get it done. Try to get some forge burners made. And some more stuff for the public forged. I have some hooks forged. This pole. Fire poker / rake / shovel tool. probably bring her anvil just so people can see one of the examples of one. I have a stump anvil I'm working on. It's in the house, but it's got a face on it. I need to finish forging that. And right when I was working on hammers for the show, the event to sell, my one wheel went out on my flat platen thing, so I ordered that right away. Should be here in time for me to finish the hammers and stuff. So hopefully I have some hammers when we get there. But yeah, just trying to get stuff ready. Anyways, thanks for watching and subscribing. Hopefully you like this video. And thanks for 500 subscribers. Bye.